first quarter. Penn State up to an early 3-0 lead. Matt Traynor has 2 goals in this one. He has possession. Traynor moving up towards his right side, now trying to go inside to Costin. Costin fires and scores. Top shelf for Matt Costin, and Penn State has the first 4 goals of this contest. They're up 4-0. Face-off yet again won by Penn State. Working up quickly is Bone for Penn State. Bone gonna score. Off the face-off, immediately Hudson Bone capitalizing for Penn State. That's 2 quick goals to open up this second quarter. Penn State leads 8-2, 14-12 to go in quarter number 2. Penn State up 8-3, 9:20 to go, and a turnover now here forced by the Nittany Lions. It's Winkoff on the break. Winkoff going inside and a goal from Chris Jordan. Can't draw it up much better than that on the 2-man game, and it is Chris Jordan to score for the Nittany Lions, up 9-3, 9:15 to go in quarter number 2. Wrap it around, getting it back out now towards the center. It is Matt Traynor. Traynor far side. Traynor starting to push up and spin it back around. Traynor getting a shot in the goal. 4 goals now for Matt Traynor and the Nittany Lions. It's now 10-3. Penn State leads. What a debut game for Matt Traynor to open up his season. 7:56 to go. Morin moving out towards his left. He'll fake a spin. Morin still pushing out towards the near side. Back to the X to Traynor. Jack Traynor out towards the far side. Traynor with some contact applied. Traynor now hesitating and moving out back towards his right. Traynor fires off the top of the rim and in. With some force from Jack Traynor to get Penn State back on the scoreboard. They're back up 11-6, 2:55 to go in quarter number 2. Goal from Jack Traynor. Welcome back to Huluba Hall for CommRadio's live coverage of Penn State men's lacrosse. Logan Bourandas, John Drager on the broadcast. Matt Traynor had the primary assist on that latest Matt Costin goal, and Bone winning the assist yet again following the goal for the Nittany Lions. Been dominant in that category so far. Aldridge top of the box for the Nittany Lions. Giving it out to, checking in, Matt Costin had the last goal for Penn State. Currently up 4-0, 9:30 to go in this first quarter. Slowing down the pace now is Morin for the Nittany Lions, moving up towards his right side. Morin with some speed. Morin going back to the X for Jordan. Jordan coming out to the left. Jordan gonna fire one in off the post, rebounded by Penn State. It's Jack Traynor. Back out to the X again for Morin. Morin coming out towards his left. Morin with a wraparound and a save from Doherty.
Yeah, it seemed like Morin, he was trying to go do a little wraparound, try to go far near side post in the top corner. Doherty having his head right there inside, managed to get it right into his mitts.
Doherty bringing it out outside the box for Lafayette. Got it all the way out towards the 50-yard line at Huluba Hall. Remember, this is also the practice field for the Penn State football team where the lacrosse team is currently opening up its season. Mathis for the Leopards. Hesitating, waiting for his players to sub back in. Giving it to Liam Sargent now. Sargent along the far side. Had 4 goals last season. Sargent moving out towards his right. Going to pass it down towards the near side. Back to Mathis. Mathis inside the X. Now going to wrap it back around. Leopards still with possession. It goes to Irish. Irish back to Sargent. Pushed out towards his left yet again. Mathis makes a move past his defender. Mathis going to fire one in. It goes above everyone's head, out of play. Looks like Lafayette going to keep possession despite a diving effort from Parnham of Penn State. And it will be it will be Mathis along the near side, going out towards his left. Mathis getting another shot, and it goes wide right, out of bounds. Leopards possession, 10 seconds on that shot clock. Shot clock now at 9. Leopards get possession. It's Sargent. Sargent along that near side, trying to go back to the X. Getting a pass off that goes over everyone's head as the shot clock expires. Penn State forces the turnover, and they take possession back.
Yeah, that's a big-time defensive stand for the Nittany Lions on Lafayette's first offensive possession right there, managing to get a shot clock violation early.
Pushing now is Sickler, and he's going to score. Quick action for the Nittany Lions. Mark Sickler getting on the board for the Nittany Lions with 7:37 to go. Penn State's rolling up 5-0.
And it's a big roll right now. It seems like Penn State, they have their foot on the pedal to the metal, foot on the gas, and they're just running. They're having their way early here.
Sickler had 15 goals last season for the Blue and White. That's his first of the season today. And Penn State capitalizing off the turnover from the Leopards. Another face-off upcoming for the Blue and White. Ball poked free, and a whistle going to be blown as Bohm was fighting for the faceoff. And possession will stay with Lafayette.
Yeah, they're going to call Hudson Bone with a little bit of a hold right there and interfering with the faceoff process. Now Lafayette winning their first faceoff of the season on that possession.
Mueller with it now for the Leopards, going out towards his right, going to pass it down. He'll find Duncan. Duncan, top of the box. Now back down to Sullivan, far side. Sullivan trying to work on Haas. Sullivan moving out towards his right side. Sullivan going to spin around Haas. Sullivan getting a pass out into the X. Able to find Graham. Graham going to go back to Duncan. Duncan getting a shot, goes over everyone's head, out of bounds along that right side. Possession stays with Lafayette and Peter Lehman, the team's leading goal scorer last year with 34. He'll give it out to Cuniff. Lafayette working back outside the box for Mueller. Mueller out to the left side. Mueller along the far side, spinning back around. Mueller taken down, and he'll be pushed down by the Nittany Lions. That was McVicker along with the pressure. Lafayette stays with possession, however. Along the far side with some speed, it's Lehman yet again. Lehman to Duncan. Now down near side, Cuniff. 13 seconds on the shot clock. Cuniff going out towards his right side, going to go down. A save from Fracione. Penn State able to take over with the whistle going to be blown. Fracione using his lower body to make the save.
Yeah, right there, flag down, and they're going to catch McVicker with another shove in the back. But one thing that did happen, Kevin Parham did go down with an injury immediately, threw it down his stick, and it booked it to the sideline. So we're going to check on him. It looks like he's favoring that right arm is going to get looked at.
Be the first man-up opportunity for the Leopards. Penn State able to capitalize on its man-up advantage. Still 6:20 to go in this first quarter of action. Mathis to start the advantage for Lafayette. Back to Cuniff, top of the box. Cuniff to Cecil. Cecil going to go back out to Cuniff, still top of the box. Back to Mueller, taken away by the Nittany Lions. It's Alex Ross, the freshman, who applied the pressure for the blue and white, getting out to Grant Haas. Penn State looking to slow down the pace on their man-down opportunity. Now Haas with it for Penn State. Haas being pushed along the far side. Haas now pushing up. Haas going to go back behind the X to Malone. Malone lost possession. It will stay with Lafayette. Back at even strength on both sides. Penn State able to hold on the man down. Leopards still with possession, but lost it along that near side. Penn State takes possession right back. Pressure being applied by Penn State for Pombuno.
Yeah, and Brian Collins was trying to find Mathis right there towards the near sideline, trying to get that man-up opportunity going, and now the Nittany Lions are trying to get back here.
Penn State in its defensive third. Now pushing it up is Kyle Aldridge. Back down to Ferrone. Ferrone walking at a leisurely pace, now moving out towards his left. Getting it down to Ethan Long. Long now looking far side. Now Penn State pushing it up yet again. Nittany Lions getting it down to Malone. Malone, shot was deflected, went top left. Nittany Lions from the X, coming back around and taking a shot. It was deflected, save from the Leopards. Penn State still able to keep possession. Jack Trainer. Trainer from the X. Trainer moving around near side. Trainer getting a shot, save from the Leopards. And they're able to hold on that shot from Jack Trainer.
Yeah, right there. Doherty able to try to do a good job. A little bit of a Derek Jeter type of jump up and release on that one. Able to get his face right in front.
Doherty's made some nice saves so far for Lafayette. Leopards currently pushing up. Back into the X for the Nittany Lions. Now trying to go back out to the top of the crease for O'Neal. O'Neal out towards her right side. O'Neal fires and scores again. Hat trick in this first quarter alone for Christian O'Neal for Penn State. They now have 6 straight goals, and the Nittany Lions are up 6-2. Her second free position shot of the quarter for Christian O'Neal, running right down the middle. O'Neal shoots and scores. Hat trick ×2 for Kristen O'Neal. That's a career high 6 goals in the season opener for Kristen O'Neal, and Penn State now leading 12-4, less than 3 to go in the third quarter. It's Nealon again. Nealon back down to Kelly. Kelly cuts in. Kelly shoots and scores. Emma Kelly yet again for the Nittany Lions. There's another hat trick for this team, the 4th on the game for the Nittany Lions, and Penn State back up by 10. Nealon out towards the top now. Murray again. Murray this time goes towards the right side. Murray has an open shot. She scores. Penn State able to get on the scoreboard again. This time it goes to Megan Murray, her second goal of the season. Penn State now up 9-2. Now we'll see how Penn State looks to attack. It's Saltz, top of the crease, moving out towards her left side. Open lane, and she scores. Right as even strength starts, it's Lauren Saltz getting Penn State back on the scoreboard and in double digits. 10-3, Penn State leads. Battling with two Duke defenders. Haas comes back up with it. She spins around, she fires and scores. What recovery from Brooke Haas. A near takeaway turns into a goal. That's her second of the contest. Unreal play to make it 11-3. Now O'Neal. O'Neal moves towards her left side, cutting in. O'Neal trying to send a shot in, and she scores. And there it is. Kristen O'Neal gets on the score column after 2 games with hat tricks. She gets her first of the game, 10th on the season in just 3 games. Penn State now leads 15-3. Now the sun is shining. A rainbow had passed just about 10 minutes ago, and we're about ready for some lacrosse.
We'll see how it plays out. 2 teams trending in opposite directions to start their season. Penn State 2-0, Duquesne 0-2. This is Duquesne's first road test. Penn State already 2-0 at home as they are opening their season. 5 straight home games here at Panzer Stadium.
Penn State picked up wins against both Bucknell and Drexel to open up this 5-game homestand for the Nittany Lions, and we're about ready for the opening draw control, one of the categories Penn State has been so dominant in, and a big reason why Kayla Abernathy able to win that first draw control for Penn State, and we are underway in this matchup. And just entering the crease are the Nittany Lions, already at the X. Is going to be Hamoud. Hamoud back to O'Neal. Kristen O'Neal has 9 goals so far on the season already. Now Regan Nealon. Now along the far side for the Nittany Lions to Gilmore. Back in the X for Hamoud. Hamoud had a great game in her first start of the season in the Drexel game with a hat trick. Now it goes to O'Neal, top of the crease. Back to Abernathy. Abernathy along the far side to Hamoud. Still a lot of time left on that shot clock. Kara Nealon inside to Hamoud, trying to go back out to O'Neal. O'Neal with a clear shot, bounced in, and it goes along the side. A good save there from Piercelak. Goes out of bounds, and Penn State going to keep possession.
Great early test for Piercelak, and she comes up with the save there on Kristen O'Neal.
Now Hamoud back with it for Penn State, going to Gilmore. Back outside the crease for Abernathy. Into a cutting in, Kara Nealon trying to get a shot off, was deflected out of play. Penn State still with possession.
Nothing going yet for Penn State, but this is exactly how they've put up 31 goals in their first 2 contests combined. They just like to play on the offensive end. They establish themselves and then attack quick.
Now inside to Hamoud, and she finishes that one off. Elena Hamoud able to get the first goal of the match just a minute and a half into this one, and Penn State already up 1-0, goal number 4 for Hamoud.
Did not play in the first game, started the second game. She had a first quarter hat trick for Penn State. Now she scores her 4th goal of the season. Just took that pass inside and snuck it by Piercelak to put Penn State up 1-0 just about a minute and a half into this game.
There's great ball movement as well for the Nittany Lions. Had a bunch of chances, and finally Hamoud able to finish that one off. Only played in 5 games last season. Her first career goal and only goal of the season in that year came against these Dukes, and now able to score in this one. Another draw control upcoming, and Abernathy won the first draw control for Penn State, looking to make it 2 in a row for the blue and white. Clock stopped at 13:37 here at Panzer Stadium, about set for the other draw control. Ball up in the air, and Abernathy able to control things for the Nittany Lions. Penn State got off to a strong start in that Drexel game their last time out, and it led to their victory. Gretchen Gilmore running up with it for Penn State outside the crease, and now in goal line extended, trying to get it out to O'Neal. It's taken back away by Lazinski for Duquesne, trying to find O'Neal. Duquesne going to be on the attack for the first time today. Campagna still racing with it for Duquesne. Campagna back outside the crease for the Dukes. Wheeling it around for Rodriguez Shaw, the leading goal scorer for Duquesne on the season. Now back to Campagna. Rodriguez Shaw still outside the crease for Duquesne. Now along the far side for Lazinski, who had that turnover for Duquesne. Lazinski moving out towards her right side. Still outside the crease, now trying to cut in. Ball on the ground and picking it up. Initially was Penn State, and O'Neal finishes the job. O'Neal now taken down, and that'll draw a whistle. It stays with Penn State. Lazinski colliding in on her. Actually, correction, that was Casey McBride for Duquesne, but the Nittany Lions still get possession right back.
I was wondering momentarily if they were going to give that ball to the Dukes, because O'Neal really, it seemed like at least initiated that contact, but at the end of it, Penn State was able to control it till they turned it over as they tried to enter their offensive zone, and the pass just could not connect. So a few early turnovers from both sides here, that is not going to be one.
It was Gretchen Gilmore failing to pick up the ground ball for Duquesne, and the Dukes able to get possession right back. It's Evans with it for the Dukes. The freshman midfielder couldn't connect, trying to find Curtis, and Curtis still trying to pick that one up, and it's going to be a forced takeaway from the Nittany Lions and Sammy Dupak for Penn State, the second-team All-Big Ten member from a year ago. Finding Evans. Evans trying to pass it as well, and that'll cause a deflection. Duquesne getting it right back. It's Lazinski forcing yet another turnover for Duquesne, and the Dukes getting possession again. Looking for their first goal of the contest. Rodriguez Shaw, top of the crease. Back to Campagna. Now along the far side, looking for Caroselli, and found her. Caroselli on the far side. Now Rodriguez Shaw. Rodriguez Shaw with 6 goals so far this season. Now spinning around towards a circle. She shoots and scores. Make that 7 for Delaney Rodriguez Shaw, and Duquesne ties it back up.
Yeah, Delaney Shaw right there was just able to spin right off of Megan Murray, giving her a free lane towards Ashley Bowen, who had a relatively strong game in net a week ago. Or not a week ago, how about 3 days ago, Logan, 3 days ago. And that was after a little bit of a rough performance the first game where she only made 3 saves. But let's look at this spin move by Delaney Shaw off of Megan Murray, then takes the shot. Lefty shot goes right past Bowen, and Delaney Shaw is one of those players on Duquesne that Penn State's going to have to watch out for, as you said, Logan, leading their team now with 7 goals on the season.
And Rodriguez Shaw last year finishing as the Atlantic 10 Rookie of the Year, and was also a second-team member of the conference. So probably at the top of Penn State's scouting boards for this matchup. We have Emma Kelly, it looks like, taking the draw control now for Penn State rather than Abernathy, and able to come up with the victory for Penn State. So early change for the Nittany Lions works out in their favor. It's Megan Murray now for Penn State to a cutting Gilmore. Gilmore back into the X for Karen Elan, now finding Hamoud, who scored the early goal. Hamoud outside of the crease for Haas, now top of the crease for Kelly. Far side Evitz, now back behind the net for Penn State. It's Karen Elan. Penn State wheeling it around. Not even 5 minutes in, now Megan Murray out towards her right, back outside the crease to Kelly. Back behind the net for Penn State. Goes back to Karen Elan, near side, trying to cut inside, and getting a shot and scoring is Cam Evitz. Beautiful pass to set up Cam Evitz for Penn State, and she now has 2 goals on the season. The Nittany Lions are back on top.
Well, that's an impressive goal from Evitz right there. A turnaround shot, kind of took the shot without even